shenanigans before the whole thing starts.
That's okay.
Right? It's going to be fun because, then we got to wait a minute to go live and push it to the other pages. So we just have shenanigans in between. By the way, your hair is always looking amazing. Can you please teach me your hair like situations? Because I feel like every picture I'm like, wow, it looks so like luscious and thick and glorious. And it's always a nice color. I very much enjoy your hair.
I'm a hair model.
Well, duh. No wonder. No wonder.
Yeah. So my friend is an LA hairstylist, and she needed to expand her business to North Carolina.
Wow.
So if I would be her hair model and help her advertise her business, because that's what I do.
That was super smart of them.
Yes. And so I pay a discounted rate. I don't think she would mind me telling you that, a discounted rate for my services. So I don't have to pay the full price, which is amazing because she is a color magician. And like she bills out at like $85 an hour.
I mean,
or more.
My husband's mother did hair for 35 years. Yeah.
It's like color correct, $100 an hour. It's crazy.
Oh no, seriously. Some of the techniques they do too. We're talking like just in what materials alone, $200. So of course it's a $400 haircut minimum.
Right.
Okay, I think I've succeeded. It looks like Instagram's is live. Hello, Graham. And hello. PPP, Triple P is live. Hello, Triple P. And who we got? Oh, we got Erica. Hi, baby. Happy Tuesday.
Erica.
Nicole. Hi, ladies. Hello to you.
What's up?
There's like a lag, but not really. And then the people show up. So fun. Okay. So let's do this thing. We've been like going back and forth and ships in the wind, and we rarely ever get like time to sit with Drea. So we did it. We booked it. And we also get a chance to celebrate not only all that is Drea, but her Women in Adult article. So we'll get in all the fun things.
I didn't know when it was out, so it was kind of a surprise. Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, it was out there, but I don't know when it was going to come out there. Hi, Cindy.
Right.
Hi.
Look at friends here. You know what? I will take the support. Thank you, Cindy. Two of my faves together. Oh, I can't wait. Maybe we can drag you, Drea. I'm going to Salt Lake City in June. So I'll get to go bug Erica at Black Velvet in the flesh.
How do you see what they're saying? I can't see what they're saying.
I'll just make you might need to make it bigger.
I got it.
But here, I can post it, right? Can you see it better when I do that?
I got it.
Okay.
It's two of my favorites together. Yeah, I just made it big.
Okay, there you go. You got That's it. That's the finger motion, right? That's what we got to do. Okay, officially. Hello. Look at all the fun people. Thank you for joining. It's Tori time with Drea, right? If you're new here, I am Tori. I'm your sales director at Paradise Marketing, which now has branched off to a Paradise Pleasure product and the Illumination World line of toys. So I'm still your resident condom charmer, but now I'm doing this LED RGB ringleader thing. And learning toys. So if you've been around for the journey, thank you. You now get to enjoy the show, so to speak, the circus of me figuring this all out in the glow up. So thank you for everybody who keeps showing up, Drea included. Something that started with me being annoyed because nobody's talking about what I wanted to talk about. And I just spoke into the ether of the interwebs, and y'all keep speaking back. So thank you for that. There's been plenty of times, I'm sure, and we'll talk to the master of, I don't know how you keep trucking and keep doing it, but yeah, there's been so many times like this, the show almost hasn't happened, or I didn't think anybody cared. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for everybody who does keep showing up and keeping me mentally insane. So that being said, one of my favorite things about this platform right now is that, yes, I get to talk about products. I get to talk about sales numbers. I get to talk about influence and margins and overall general business practices. But the way that this show has kind of molded, it's also turned into, I get to talk about the people. So we're going to talk about people today. And this is one of our people, for sure, the Drea. We're going to talk about the emotional labor, the entrepreneurship, the community building, the burnout, the resilience, and all the stories that have shaped the people of the world. Yes, and Poochie, you are correct. The Drea, right? I'm pretty sure there's not a person in, like, if you just say, oh, Drea, like, oh yeah, Drea, we all have tangentially worked with, been inspired by, heard of, communicated with the Drea. Oh, look, we got two. We already got 2 votes. I feel like 3. We make name tags, right? And t-shirts.
Right.
So in the spirit of celebrating, let's say the Drea.
Well, no, they say up for Drea.
Okay.
And it's
I need one for the next trade show. We'll have to figure that out. Will you be in Burbank? ?
What?
Will you be in Burbank maybe? ? In July?
No, Burbank, California. No.
Yeah, no. Okay. There's that A&M show. So I didn't know if I'd be lucky.
What was it? Celebrity memorabilia. So she knows Burbank. She just, her eyes lit up. So.
Oh, she wants to go to the wax museum, I bet.
No, I've been seeing some of these these women stud dancers on TikTok or Facebook. There's one in LA. I'm like, oh Lord Jesus, I need to travel out there and go to a show.
We need to, maybe we can not carpool, but figure it out. Because I don't think we share the same airports because I'm closer to Charlotte, the CLT. As it would be.
You're in Charlotte?
Remember, I just moved like a year ago.
God, we live like 2.5 hours away from.
Yeah, Charlotte. It's like not bad. I need a girls' night or something. Look at me inviting myself over. I'm like, I'm lonely. Be my friend.
All the time. My
wife's like, we'll figure something out.
In Charlotte, so we are there all the time.
Oh my God, wife's friend. So I'm not in Charlotte. I'm on Lake Norman, so maybe that entices you more because there's water there.
Well, okay. I mean, whatever. A person in the industry who lives close enough to drive to, that's like a no-brainer.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do stuff. I love this.
Total no-brainer.
See, all the reasons why today feels special. Welcome to the Authentic Podcast.
Alaska, so I am not scared to drive. Like, you give me a place that's 2 or 3 hours, around me, I'm so happy to drive.
Right? Especially since it takes 2 or 3 hours to get through TSA.
I mean, right.
So, I said what I said. Moving on, since I love celebrating not just the business side of the industry, but the humans inside it, let's do some celebrating because tonight we're also celebrating the Drea Walker in her recent Woman in Doubt magazine, which I can do things and pull it up here soon because it was really great. It was cleverly named Walking the Walk, so I stole it from our good friend Colleen Gooden. And the article, right? Wasn't it great? She always writes stuff, great stuff. But it's an article. If you haven't seen it, I'll make a link and stuff. We'll be fancy. But it doesn't just highlight the success of Drea's business, but the heart, the humanity, the struggles, and the community behind it that, like, seriously, she's built. So, and that's the kind of story that I think needs more attention. So welcome to the Ramble. If you are a child, you might want to scroll away because we are adults that talk about an adult industry and adult words come out of my face. So now take your moment to scroll away because I also have a dumb condom joke of the day just to make sure everybody has gone away. Okay.
I'm so excited for that.
You ready? Dumb condom joke. What's the difference between a bad business plan and a condom?
I don't know.
One protects you from long-term consequences. They're so bad, right? Welcome to my head. Welcome to my head. All right. So Miss Drea Walker's here, and you're entrepreneur, community builder, creator. You're walking the walk, right? Let's talk about you and all the fun things and just beautiful stories like karaoke events turned into relationships, which sound made up. Out of like an Emily Henry novel, but super true, and I love it. So, without further ado, let's do this. Drea, for the people just meeting you or didn't get a chance to read the article yet or want to know more, tell us a little bit about you and then how all this started. How'd you get here?
So how it all started was I had a child who had autism and I couldn't go back to work right away. So I was out of work for 13 years. And when I came back to the
Not, I
workforce,
mean, but right, not out of work, raising child, but that's a different episode.
yeah, I was raising a child who had autism, so he had 5 to 7 therapy appointments every week. So I couldn't work. I was busy, you know, doing all the therapies that I did. But the thing that I was prepared for that role because my mom was a Sunday school teacher. So she taught me how to do projects, how to be involved with your children, how to be present with your children. And she taught me patience. Like I didn't know how much
Round
patience
of
I
applause for mom,
feel
right?
like.
Not everybody gets, that sort of first glimpse direction, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Ma.
So so after being out of the workforce for 13 years, I came back into the workforce. And not only had I been away from the workforce for so long, but I didn't have a college degree. So all of my peers that were applying for the same jobs all had college degree and or work experience, and I had neither. So I used to work at a law firm in New York. So I tried to do that area, of expertise in this area, and they were just like, there's no way, you're too old, you don't have the college degree, you just don't have the training, you just don't have the work experience, we can't do anything with you. So the
That's a
girl
lot of
that
no's just to be like,
a
can I feed my kids?
Yeah, exactly. Like a lot of no's. And I was coming out of an abusive marriage. So I the girl that helped me leave my abusive marriage was supporting me completely with her life savings, basically. So I
Oh,
had to get a job. And I was like, I will work at McDonald's because I have had work, I have worked at McDonald's in the past, but like nobody was hiring me.
no,
So
making an
I went to
honest dollar, there's nothing, at least in my opinion, shameful, right? We all gotta participate in the wheel so that you can
yeah,
provide. Like,
course. So I applied for a job. We both applied for a job. The girl that I was living with and me applied for a job down the street at His and Hers on Yadkin Road. And she hired me. I think she hired me because I was from Alaska, because on the application it said, "What is your Alaska driver's license number?" And I was like, "Well, that's a weird question." And
yeah.
like it opened up a door of rapport. Like we started talking, and she hired me, and I was like, "Yes, yes." And then
Wow,
the first
what a testimony to, like, you really don't know what people are
right,
looking for when they hire you anymore, right? It's all
right.
like AI filtered or
I
Alaska
feel like
filtered.
it's mostly about personality and about like can you count change, like literally, do you know what change is? Because a lot of these young people, like I used to say that I was the training capital of Spring Lake, or training capital of North Carolina, because our revolving door of our turnover of coworkers was so extreme that I was training 2 or 3 different people every month. And some of them didn't even know how to count change or what they looked like. Like they'd never seen a quarter in their life. They'd never seen a dime in their life. And I was like, what in the world is this world
Oh my
coming to?
goodness,
Like,
my first retail job, we had to swipe still and calculate the tax and then take the little yellow piece and put it here, and then the little pink piece went there, and then they got
no,
that. I slipped like a hole.
chunk, 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 chunk.
Yes.
The credit
Yes, there
card.
was something satisfying about it though, right? And yeah,
Yeah.
okay, here you go. But literally,
Yeah.
and I would mail like all the receipts to the corporate office at the end of the day
Oh my God.
and pray all the numbers matched.
We've come so far. Thank God we have come so far, because I cannot imagine.
Right. I try to remind people that, or especially my boss, because he comes from consumer electronics and he'll be 4 years in this industry come September.
Wow.
And it's just like, no, there's been a lot of change even in 4 years, but also just think of like the industry in the last 20 years, the last 50 years. That's not that long,
Yeah.
right? Like the fact that we've gone through so much change and so much just growing pains, or whatever you want to call it, it's still not that
Credit,
long.
whenever I try to think about Wi-Fi and how it works and why it works, it boggles my mind. It just totally boggles my mind. I cannot.
I had to try to explain to the kids, internet used to come prepaid on a disc.
Yep.
Oh my God.
And then we dialed into it, and I
Yep.
needed to hope that it connected because it wasn't infinite. Like, just explaining to, and my kids are 12 and 9. There was a time, and it was not that long ago in my
Yep.
life, that if you didn't know the answer to a question, you had to go find somebody or find a book, like write down
Or
your
look it up.
questions later.
Yeah.
Yeah, and ask questions and look it up. It wasn't just like, oh, whoa, let me just
Are they
ask
still-
my phone right now. But that's an insane sort of filter to just think that, like, right, I'm
Mhm.
still here, I'm still alive, and you say something about the 80s or the 90s, and it feels like it was 100 years ago to the kids.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, what, women had credit cards just in the 70s? That's not that long ago. Okay, that's a whole other show. But
Yeah.
look, I did figure out a situation. Hold on for the screen share. Bam. There she is. Can you see? There's your women in adult article.
Oh, there's a really hot girl on the other one.
Well, yes, I guess I could. I don't know how to get it to just show the one side here, but we'll work on that.
Okay.
There, with your ad, right? You can hang out with
I shared
sport
that.
sheets.
I shared that that article yesterday. I shared it in all of my local groups. So I'm in like 100 different local groups on Facebook, and I shared it in that group, in all of the groups. So the entire Fayetteville area knows that I was in the magazine. That's crazy,
awesome.
right?
That's so
Mhm.
awesome, though. But yeah, it's not a little thing.
I mean, it's just like it just speaks to my reach. You know, it speaks to my level
Your impact.
my level of activity. I feel because like I'm always like commenting and posting and like always putting my face out there, like, hey, I'm Drea. Hey, I'm Drea. Hey, I'm Drea. And man, it's getting out there because when I go out, like I've been going out lately on the weekends to different bars and stuff. I mean, people recognize me. They say like, "Oh my God, I know you. Oh my God, you're the girl that works at you're the girl that owns the adult store. Oh, you're the girl that owns the vintage store." Usually it's about the adult store, the Up for Drea store.
Yes.
One girl was like, it's my birthday. Look, you sent me a text. It was a text from Adam and Eve. It was a text from Adam and Eve. I was like, oh my God, you're so welcome. Happy birthday. So I am the face now in Fayetteville of all of the sex stores. It doesn't matter what sex store texts them. It doesn't matter what they say. I heard your I I heard your ad on the radio, and I'm like, you did? And I'm thinking, man, we haven't spent money on radio ads since the first
in a
year
minute.
we were. Anytime they hear a radio ad, anytime they see a TV spot, anytime, I mean, they heard ads for his and hers, and they came and told me, I heard your ad on the radio. I heard your ad on the radio. I'm like, oh my God. Hi, Betsy. Look, Betsy's here.
Wait. Erica said something. Local celebrity, and then yay, Betsy's here. Hey, go Drea. Excuse me, go the Drea. She's been titled. We had at least four votes in the comments here, so it's official, right? The motion has moved.
No, okay, but Betsy is my partner. She's my business partner, so she is
even
biased.
better. Oh,
yes.
Okay, fair. But you know, we've updated it to the Drea. You could be the Betsy here in a minute. We just met, right? Like you said,
Betsy.
I'm very open, right? But you know, I'm also needy. You gotta come talk to me for a minute first. I don't know. Nice to meet you. Meet you, Betsy. Okay, so because tangent and all the things, but I think we've set up a good platform here. If you haven't read the Women in Adult article, go do that. It's great. It's actually a really great edition of the magazine. Rin has a really great sort of summer playlist on there too. I recommend for your retailers. But one thing that really stood out was that you talked about your stores were never just about the product, right? You built experiences with zero budget and spaces to host what you really are selling in the end, which is the experience, right? And the community
Right.
and the education, and just at the end of it, you're bringing people together. You're saying you've connected marriages and one of your own, right? If you want to talk about that, but did you feel like that was all intentional in the beginning, right? Were you like, I got this, or was it like just a beautiful, beautiful situation?
So what happened was the whole time I worked for His and Hers was it was 2.5 years. And I would come to the owner and say, I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. And he would say, no, 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 no. Like no good excuse, no good reason. Just no, not involved, not interested at all. So I'm like, okay. So as soon as I got my own place, which also came from a karaoke app, there was a karaoke story involved in how I got my own place. We decided, you know what, we're going to do everything that, you know, everything that I wanted to do that is good business, practice, as long as it's not going to hurt anybody or, have anybody.
Right. Your integrity, like how you wanted to show up for yourself and other people kind of deal.
Yeah. I was like, all it costs is my time and my effort. I want to do it. So we started doing karaoke nights where we would have one night a week where we would come to the store, gather around in the air conditioning because it's freaking hot in North Carolina. It's hot as crap here. And like I can't be outside a lot. So let's gather, let's be in AC, let's sing, let's be, become friends. Like we had people that came in, and it's mentioned in my article because she mentioned it to me. She lost her husband to suicide. And she told me that the only reason why we didn't lose her to suicide is because of the karaoke nights that we had at our store, because she had postpartum depression. She was depressed, and the only time she ever got out of the house was to come to our karaoke sessions. It didn't cost any money. We we did actually buy a microphone whatever system. So that was like $100. But like we didn't even have that to begin with. We just used our Alexa, said play whatever song we wanted her to play, and we sang along with it. And that's how we did it, and it was cheap. It was easy. It was a gathering of people that are possibly like-minded. And a lot of them were from our friend group, and they met other people that came through the store and stuff like that. So it increase their friend reach, So, and then we started doing art classes with our photographer who was an actual artist. And he did that for a year, and then he peaced out because he was busy. And I took over. And I'm not an artist. I'm a makeup artist. I know how to do makeup, but I faked it till I maked it, that fake it till you make it thing. I faked it and I made it. And we made like 3 or 4 or 5 art classes with me teaching, and we have a whole wall of art that was made specifically by us for us, and our friends do too, and it's just a thing to do.
I love it. I absolutely love it. So right, whether it's intentional or not, I think that's again a great sort of inspiration or comment to be like, you decide when you're done. In kind of like you decide when something breaks you or not, right? Are you going to be all hey, I got dealt a bad deck and that's the end of my story, or you going to grab a microphone and sing something off tune because you just gotta. Hi, wait, in case you didn't get to see it, you got props here. Betsy's so fucking proud of you, and so is Poochie. And Nicole absolutely loves the story, and everyone's the best, and you give hugs and support. And Blanca says, hey, thanks for joining, Blanca. Just kidding. I like to give her crap. So yeah, something that didn't start out intentionally kind of led you in the right direction of how you wanted to run business. And now you are,
I feel like, God leads you in a way that he wants you to go. And and if you don't follow it, he's gonna like make something happen so that you're like, oh, what's up, Ryan? I am
I was
so
like,
happy to
Ryan's
see.
here for you too.
Yes. What's up?
Oh.
Ryan's my friend. That's my buddy.
Hey, Ryan.
I've met him in person. Nicole's my friend too in person. Just in case you didn't know.
I'll be an in-person person at some point. We'll work on that. We'll work on that.
Yes, I hope so. I mean, especially since you live so close.
I know I'm not far, or it sounds like you guys go to Charlotte sometimes. Two of my favorite women. Oh, thanks, Ryan and Blanca. Love you all. Oh, see my little chat. I love when the little chat starts talking to the little chat. It's like my own little super chat, but not yet.
Yeah.
So loves. Blanca, you missed the first part. Don't worry, because the replay will be on YouTube here in a minute. And Nicole says you're so sweet. And I just think we need lots more of bright lights in the universe where it's like, yeah, that was shitty. But what are you going to do about it? Ooh, yeah. Ryan's got business for me. This is even better. We're gonna light it up. Everybody needs a light up magic wandish thing now, right? Or bullet. It's gonna be fun. I guess it's not light up, it's LED. I gotta correct myself. Okay. So we're creating safe spaces, we're exploring identities, and we're hopefully making some money in there, right? But also we've harbored a community. So could you maybe, for some of the children's out there, right, kind of break it down? What does the safe space and self-expression and confidence and inclusion actually look like as a business owner, not necessarily a marketing plan?
So what it looks like is someone coming in on their lunch break and saying, hey, Drea, how are you? Give me a hug. I only have about 30 minutes, but I kind of want to try on a bra. I kind of want to try on a lingerie. I kind of want to try on a girl dress or I want to dress like a guy and I'm a girl and I'm not, I don't want people to know that I'm doing this. So they'll come in, they'll go into the dressing room and I'll bring them what size I think they wear, and they'll give me feedback on like what style they like, what size girl they wear, what size boy they wear, because girl and boy sizes don't always, translate. Sometimes
just like internet sizes don't necessarily translate to retail sizes.
Exactly. So wears a size small in men's will probably wear a size large in women's, because a man's different than a woman's body, and our shoulders are different and our arms are different, and you have to like it's a trial and error kind of thing, but I've been doing it so long that I've kind of got an eye for it, and I'm involved myself in the community with fashion shows, and so I've been dressing plus sized fashion show models and men and women in our clothing, because we have half of our store is a vintage store, half of our store is an adult store. So we have over 4,000 items that is a vintage store, and we have over 2,000 items that is, I'm guessing, is the adult store. And so it's actually they're two separate stores so that we can expand our reach into the community. So I started the fashion show thing with lingerie, and they said, oh, you have actual clothes too. Well, can we do that too? And so we started doing that as well. So I've gotten really good at dressing people. So when they come in, and they can either pick out their own stuff and try it on and then walk around the store as that person. And I use their pronouns and I talk to them and I make them feel included and I make them feel comfortable and loved. I've had people tell me about sexual assault that happened to them that they've never told anyone in their life. Like I've had 30-year-olds tell me about something that happened to them when they were a child. I've had 60-year-olds tell me about something that happened to them when they were an adult. They've never, ever told anyone else. And I don't know why. I don't know why they feel comfortable with me, but I feel like it might be because I myself was abused as a child and I can talk
I think it's just your beautiful aura, right? People can tell when someone is genuine and gives a shit.
Like I can see their pain behind their eyes. I can see it. And I'm like, I feel a camaraderie, a kindred spirit with that person. And they just start talking to me and start opening up. And I'm just like, wow, like I knew something was going on with you, but I didn't know it was that deep, you know, and
Yeah.
I have the gift of making people cry, and I will bring them completely around. They will just be completely emotionally bereft. And then by the time they leave, they're smiling and they're happy and they're okay, because I can't let them leave when they're bereft, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't
Well, I mean, I
really
guess you
make them cry.
could. Some business owners would, but you have a different calling, it seems. Yes.
Yes. Yes. I mean, they just like open up to me, and then when I hug them, they just break down. And I'm like, holy crap. Like, I mean, I have prayed for people in my store. And like, I used to say prayers to prostate, I got you. Because they would come in like, like trying to trip me up with their questions and trying to, make me uncomfortable with their shocking things. And I would completely turn it around and solve their problems and find out what they need. And they would leave with solutions and like hope, not like, you know, I
Yeah.
didn't make them feel bad about.
Hope's a hell of a tool, right?
Yeah,
Oh no,
totally.
that's so yeah, and everyone's what Betsy's chiming in. Everyone is human and is welcome anytime. Poochie's run a
Hmm.
business for over 34 years, right? Has the best customer service she's ever seen. Dude, that's this is my mom. Hi mom. Meet Drea.
What?
Yeah, no, right here, Elizabeth Ortitas. Thank you. Sometimes I make her watch for 2 minutes for the algorithm. Hi, Mom. Betsy
Ah,
says her favorite customers are the ones that need our support. I
yes.
also love that. And if you need to turn it into like a business thing, right? Because I'm always thinking, how would you explain this in corporate, so to speak? You're playing to your market, right? There's
Yeah.
a special need, and you're playing to your market. Drake, Ryan says that you're super easy to talk to, and you can't help just open up to her. And Erica says that you guys are all the best. Nicole says you're empathetic or an empath. That's a whole other magical burden. And
Hmm.
we got a me too. And Ryan low-key dreads the day that you've got a few hours to hang out and chill, because it's going to be therapy. He's going to bawl like a baby.
I can't wait.
She's all,
I
I
love
can't
to make
wait.
men cry. I love to make men cry.
That's like those cute Asian or Korean dramas that my mom gets me turned on to, where people are like, "Oh no, I made him cry, but ooh, why do I find it so sexy? He's so emotional." Yes, mom's keeping up the algorithm, and Ryan's laughing his ass off. All right, all right. So we had mentioned many important things, but I did want to talk about how you decided, right? You carry extended sizes, plus sizes up to 9X. You're carrying men's and women's retail. It sounds like you have intentionally expanded for your specific target market. Brilliant. Why was any of that important for you? When I'm dealing with talking to different buyers, and I'm hearing something completely different. Oh, we can't cater to that 1 or 2% right now because it's just not selling. How you making it work when I'm not hearing that sort of feedback elsewhere?
Right. So the first year that I was in business, I spent a lot of money buying the up to 9X lingerie, and then I didn't buy any more. So I have it in the store and it's available, but they haven't found me yet. I've only sold like two or three, four really super plus size lingerie because they have not found me yet. So
Yes.
it's still in my store. So it's a one-time investment, and then we're almost 5 years in, and I have restocked all of my other lingerie, like my fantasy line lingerie, my um uh killer legs lingerie, my Maypal lingerie, my all of the other brands that I order and that I sell. I've restocked several times, but this one particular, up to size 9X lingerie, I haven't actually restocked it in several years because I still have so much. I try to, I'm going to go over there.
We
When
get
I,
we get visual aids, right? But it's something it's still important to you, right?
yeah, Because when I worked at His and Hers, I couldn't wear any of their lingerie. I was always bigger than a 4X, a 3-4X. Like now I can wear the queen size lingerie, but at the time I couldn't. I was like a size 5 or a 6X. And they were like, oh, we have plus sizes. And I was like, do you though?
Yeah, like plus size is 10 or 12. What?
Yeah. Yeah,
But she says all
exactly.
bodies are beautiful and us big girls want to look sexy too. 100%, it's armor. You guys have seen me wear some ridiculous stuff because I'm stepping into the role of what that needs to be. Ooh, shiny.
Yes, it's a 9X. Like it's blue. It's
That just
satin.
looks comfortable though too. Like I can't even sleep in a t-shirt anymore. It has to be tank top or bust. I'm like way
Man,
too far along in my perimenopausal journey that I'm a sweaty hot mess all the time. Like
not
that
to
looks
give
just
out,
cozy.
not to give out too much information, but I sleep naked.
I mean, it's an authentic show. This is why we do things live. Hee hee. All right. Bust on into Drea's once I figure out where she lives, uninvited all the time. Haha.
And I always have a pajama nearby. Man, nobody can see me naked except for my wife.
That's kind of cute. My husband wants to do some of the same things sometimes. Like, oh no, I gotta put the towel up, and I'm like, I'm just there at home, but okay. Yeah, I do have to have hello. I have a grumpy dog at me. Say hello. I do have to put the robe close just because I have that same fear, like there's a fire or something, and I gotta go get my kids. What am I gonna do? Stop and put a bra on? No, not really. But I don't want to be whatever situation state I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
But welcome to my anxiety. Excuse you.
Hello, doggy.
Are you done? She just gets bitchier with age. She's the only female dog in the group. So she is the pack leader. But also she's just getting grumpier with age. Here we are. So what do you think businesses today sometimes might misunderstand about customer service?
I'm sorry. What?
Quiet, doggy. I'm going to text my daughter, see if she can take the dog OUT. But we're talking so much about your philosophy around customer service and not just what that definition is on, duties assigned as need be, right? But your philosophy and how you bring your community, you're authentic and people come in and cry, right?
Yeah.
Knowing that you have Michelin star customer service, what do you think some businesses might still misunderstand about actual customer service?
I feel like people don't want the sales associate to speak loudly around them about their stuff because other people might overhear. So I have a lot of people coming in talking about how I'm not going to say the name of the place, but they're across the street from us. It's a big giant retailer, and it's got big giant windows from floor to ceiling, and there's fluorescent lights, and there's like it's an open floor plan, and the strokers are over here, and the lingerie is over there, and they're over here at the strokers, and the person is at the lingerie, and they're yelling across the store. Hi, Kathy. She's another one I know in real life.
Kathy's here.
So they're like, hey,
Kathy.
Need anything? Oh, you need a stroker for a little dick? Okay. Like that's not okay.
You know what? That's a good call because there might be people out there that they don't realize that's a thing because maybe they're training, right? Yeah. So they're a little
to the
hello, child. Can you take the dogs out? They're barking at me while I'm on this stream.
But to other people,
okay, thank you. Bye. Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, hey, yes. Cherie's here too. Hey.
Yes.
Ryan says, Drea, would you say that even though you are well versed in the industry, the idea of coming to buy a sex toy is still very taboo, right? We are in North Carolina, and hush hush, like society still isn't public about it.
Yeah, so that's where the vintage store comes in. So we have
great segue. Oh my goodness, you're picking up everything I'm dropping for you. Love it.
So you can come in looking for a vintage t-shirt and walk out with a stroker. Like you can tell your friends I'm going to get some, some Carhartts or some, Echo, and they come out with, cock rings and, lube. So like, it's cool. It's actually cool. And we have like soldiers coming in uniform to buy what they need from both sides. They're shopping vintage clothing and the sex stuff, the app controlled toys, the the boys toys that light up and move on their own, like, the lube and the sex pills and stuff. I have the best sex pill, and I tagged my girl. I invited her to come into the show because she carries Excalibur. I swear by Excalibur. Like, dude, you cannot be without Excalibur. Cannot.
Okay, everybody make note. We'll hook up with Drea. She's got the deeds. She's got the stuff.
Yes. But customer service starts before the sale. I took a sticky bra to a bride downtown Fayetteville. The price of the bra was $20. Did she ever pay me? No, she didn't. I still have his text number. I want to kind of text and say, hey, how was the wedding? Because customer service, like, yeah, I missed out on $20, but how much did it really cost me? Like, I was there with the bride in her bra, helping her with her sticky bra. Like, you cannot.
Oh, she's never going to forget that. And I 100%,
and when she needs
I bet she thinks everybody took care of you, by the way. So
now I'm pretty sure that she thought that her husband paid for the bra. I don't care. I don't care. It cost me like $3. It's totally fine. When she needs a sex toy, who's she going to call? She's going to call
You're
me.
already top of mind, right? That's the thing. It's very hard to quantify, at least again, in my corporate world, right? It was like, well, I know this relationship, until everything is lined up and you can go back and kind of speak about it. It's really hard to be like, well, this relationship panned out because everybody's, super, super close to their budget right now.
Yeah.
Ooh, more from Betsy.
Customers. Yeah.
They come to shop vintage with their friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because then they know it's there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Tori loves the story and example.
For the sale, the customer service happens long before the sale. When they call and say, hey, do you guys have blah, 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 blah? Yes, we do. Come see me. Do you have this, that, and the other? Yes, we do. Come see me. I can't talk about it on the phone, but you can come see me and I'll be happy to give you a tour. They come down. Paul, thank you so much for coming in. Like, we don't do returns or exchanges, but customer service is a thing. I say that to every single customer. We don't do returns or exchanges, but customer service is a thing. I have a relationship with these distributors. If something happens with your toy, please let me know. I can help you. If you need a copy of your receipt to get a return, I can help you. I have actually sent into I think intolerance. No. What is the name of the
Zero tolerance?
Zero tolerance. Yes. The sucking good toy. I've actually done a return for a customer before and had them send it to the store because the guy didn't know how to use the internet. I don't know how to use the internet. Come here. I got you. He brought me back.
Let me help you.
Toy without the sleeve. I was like, what did you do to this thing? I was like, don't worry about it. I got it. I have gloves at the store because we don't touch toys. So I put gloves on.
Great best practices, everybody.
Like, I put it in the package for him. I sealed it up. I said, this is going back to the company. I'll give you a call when it comes in. And that's what happened. And he got the toy, never had a problem. I love it.
I love that. Yeah. So
I have these relationships is to give customer service. It's not to gatekeep. It's not to get better deals so you can keep a better profit in your pocket.
It's not a relationship currency, so to speak.
Right. It's specifically so we can give the customer service that we can give. Dude, I had somebody help me move our store, and he's like, that toy I bought from you from Sensuel, it totally broke. And I was like, dude, you should have told me that.
Right? We can get in contact. Exactly.
I got in touch with the CEO of New Sensuel, which I met at the Williams Trading VIP shopping event. And I said,
barrier towel, right?
He's had this toy for way too long. There's no warranty, but He is my people. He helped us move our store. And Paul was like, I think his name is Paul. I can't remember really, but because my brain is terrible. He was like,
Fine.
give me his address, and he sent him a new toy. That's
I love
amazing.
that.
Mm-hmm. Patrick.
Patrick. There we go.
Yeah.
We love Patrick. Absolutely. No,
Yeah.
and then like same, not to make it about me, but we are on my show. We got a kind of not great review because on Amazon anyway, because the guy couldn't figure out the cord, or maybe the cord was not working, like the charging cable, but didn't reach out to us. Like 100%, Chris would have sent him a new cord.
Yep.
So it's also right, the kind of, if you need validation to kind of change your thinking right now, your narrative in your head, if you don't ask, the answer is already no, and you can't do anything for your customer. So you might as well ask.
Right.
Oh my goodness. We've already been on for 45 minutes. I feel like I only asked you 4 questions, and I wrote like 20, right? Goodness. I do this to myself, but I get really excited. So we're gonna move to some of the fun rapid fires, and then anybody else that's got questions or comments, because we are celebrating the Drea, please feel free to chime in. But I did want to show you that Cherie said relationships equal sustainable sales. So there's another fun validation for all of us today. All right. So don't overthink. It doesn't have to be a PR answer. It doesn't even need to be about the industry, right? Just chaos and honesty. And your fabulous hair. Cece's here too. Hi, Cece.
Cece!
What's the most down for anything, right? And I'm putting quotes because that's the name of the other business, right? Thing that you've ever done for your relationships or your business. I mean, I feel like, getting the sticky boob all the way to the bride is pretty big. But if you've got another juicy story, we would love to hear it.
So, long time ago, before there was, never mind. Okay. So,
did Cindy say no?
I didn't have a GPS in my phone, in my car, and I had to write down directions to a customer's house because they went home with only one shoe. So I had to drive. Yes. So I had to drive to them with written directions. I didn't have to, but she needed the shoes. She didn't have the money for a ride. So I took it out.
No, so you had to. Again, your integrity and the way that you do business had to.
Yes, I had to. And I was a sales associate. My boss would be like, "No, don't do that. Make them come to the store." And I was like, "Nope, I'm driving it out to them." Wrote it down, hand wrote down the address and stuff and the directions to her house. And then my phone died on the way, so I couldn't even call her and tell her I was there. I had to knock on some stranger's door
in the middle, like one after another.
Yeah, it's like 9:00 at night, and I'm like,
I just want to give you back your shoes.
Yeah, it was not a great area. IYK.
But also I feel like in the whatever cute romance novel that is you and your partner and the way that you do business, that little cuteness needs to go in there. But also Kathy Z is here. I also need to, Kathy, I need to call you or email you because we need to celebrate more. We were the only 2 people at the XBiz January Awards that got made up awards.
Wow. So Kathy's my first contact in the industry. One of the first people that I ever met was Kathy at the ASD conference before I even had my own store.
Wow. Yes. She's a great one to be on your list of contacts. And she's always dressed fabulously.
And Betsy all know her. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's so fun. A little reunion. Yeah. Kathy, that's so great that you could chime in. Thank you for coming. We need to plan something. I'll work on that. Okay. So is there a product category you could talk about way too long? So maybe not even product, but like there's a ton of books I could talk way too long about, right? And we love Kathy. Yes,
I think my favorite thing to talk about is big dick toys. So the sucking good. Yeah, the sucking good is a big dick toy. It's no nag, no gag. The difference between the difference between a man and a boy is the price of his toy. Yeah, absolutely.
Love it.
I have a video on YouTube just showing the whole thing. That's literally my go-to big dick toy. And then I have like these little wrap cock rings that you can wrap them around your arm And I like to do that because they're like, nobody has a dick that big. Yeah, but you can put it around your dick, your balls, and the whole thing. You know, you can just a whole, like a bumper system. If you have a big dick and she can't take it all, like, let's get a little bumper. Like, let's help this girl out. You know, she doesn't want to take that whole tree. I mean, give me a break, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
we have
mean,
like
maybe, but also like, you know, usually you might need to warm up. I don't know. Not here to tell people not what experience they need, but, you know, also not a doctor, right? I sold lube for almost 10 years. So many people.
I always say, I don't have a dick, but if I did, I'd want to put it in this.
Yes. I mean, all those things, right? Yes. And I sold lube for nearly a decade before all this, right? So it's a whole other, I'm not going to tell you what to do. But you know, we currently don't have desensitizers in anything labeled anal for safety. Yeah. Okay, but I'm not telling you not what to do. Just you know, covering my ass. What is the? I know this is so much fun. I'm like, okay, I want to say all the things. What is your, if your stores and your brand and your team had a signature cocktail? Doesn't have to involve alcohol if we don't have drinkers, but just the beautiful cocktail in the glass. What do you think it would be called?
God, that's so hard.
I feel like it needs to have Walker in it. You know, like we have a Johnny Walker.
No, I feel like Smith. I feel like God, that's so hard is perfect.
There you go. Ding, 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 ding. You officially win. You officially win my internet. Oh, Betsy's got a good one. Lick this bitch. That's also a really good one.
Oh no, that's that's our group chat. That's their motto. That's
our
Wi-Fi.
So it has sentiment.
We had licked this bitch on our cake when we first opened. Yes, that is absolutely our motto. Yes.
Please, maybe I'll see if Nathan can make us t-shirts. I need one. I will support the Drea from afar. I need one.
It takes me 5 minutes to make a t-shirt and send you a link. Like we make t-shirts.
Do it.
Yes.
Okay. Send me those things. And Cherie would like that cocktail because we're gonna lick these bitches.
Yes.
Poochie, you're fun. If you had to describe your business energy only using a TV show title or a trash reality show title, because I'm having fun.
Big love. Big love. Well, I mean, that's right on the nose.
Sex Slider is what Kathy says. That's a good one too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big love.
Big love is
that's beautiful. That's so cute.
So.
I like that. What's your favorite way to decompress after a completely unhinged workday or even a completely unhinged Tuesday interview? Yeah, I was watching a couple of your lives earlier and I was like, oh, they're so cute and homey, right? And I was like, she's got, is that a vape on her necklace? And that's brilliant on the lanyard because then you don't lose it.
It's legal. It's legal. That's what I love about my business. It's a counterculture kind of business. So I can do crazy stuff. Like I said to my landlord last week, I'm a high bitch. It was like 420. It was literally 420 and he was in my store. And I was like, that's your fault. You shouldn't have come here on 420, man. I'm a high bitch. It's legal.
Yeah.
It's legal. I'm over 21. It's the legal stuff. And I work for myself. So
as long as you are happy with your performance, I don't know. There's a lot of peopling that happens sometimes, and coping skills are a real thing.
That's my paycheck.
You know what? Fuck yeah. Okay. So before I have to do the wrap up, because I don't want to take more of your time, especially since I know your wife might be on here still. She's going to be like, when are you getting off of work? It's already after 6. Okay. Well, I will thank you for letting me borrow her for an hour.
She's here, so you can borrow me for an hour.
I know. I just waved and blew a kiss. That's so exciting. Because if you guys haven't written your own cute romance with the karaoke app, and then now you're doing all the businesses and just making shit happen, even when people say don't do that. And then the other cute stories that you said today, I think you should write it, or I'm going to make someone write it, add it to the movie in my mind, because I freaking adore it.
Writer, she's got a couple books out. So,
Ooh, okay, I'll read them. I wish I was a writer, but I'm not. But I like to read.
yeah, she's
If
quite
you
the
know,
business person.
in the background, I have things that I'm obsessed with. Hi, Poochies. Cece says, thank you. Oh, we love you too. And love her. We just so much love. Yay, super chat going on. This is just a great episode. And I'm so glad you're willing to spare some of your energy and your light today.
Of course.
Before we wrap, I sell condoms, and that makes it funny when I say the word wrap, right? What's one thing you hope people can take away from your great stories that you shared here today? Any wise words of wisdom you want to part people with, or breadcrumbs, right? Do what you want to do, and then shamelessly plug. Do all the things.
I just want you guys to like love each other and love your customers like you want to be loved. Like treat them like you want to be treated. Like, you know, go out of your way for them like you would want somebody to go out of their way for you. You know, just like the golden rule, right? Anyway, that's what I got.
And we're not talking about he who has the gold makes the rules. Not that one. We're talking the do unto others as you would have done to yourself.
Yeah.
Just being clear. You never know these days. You can't assume anybody knows anything, right? I made some mistakes and just made assumptions this week. And no, communication and assumptions and all the things they're still really important. Thank you, Drea. Thank you, all of Drea's friends and the community that has showed up to continue to support her. Thank you for spending time with me. If you want to reach out, we get to kisses, right? If you want to reach out, this is her website. You can hit the little contact situation. Also, you can message me here on the socials, and we will completely make this stuff happen. This is a show that keeps evolving with what everybody wants it to look like. And right now it looks like a networking show. So anything I can do, it's our industry, guys. If we don't do stuff, we are not going to drive it in any direction of a place where we want to work, right? Poochie, I don't think I actually know you, but you've been on a couple of my shows. So I feel like I now know you.
That's my business partner, and Betsy Smith is her wife and our business partner.
I feel like you guys got on Poochie, you got on a different, who was my other guest?
Erica.
And Erica. Okay. Oh, so it's the whole family. This is even better.
We all, every morning I do a live TikTok makeup show where I sing and I do my makeup, and my wife is there supporting me every morning, and Eric is there every morning as well.
Aren't you guys just the best? We thank you for squiggling me in. I squiggled into the group, and we're going to figure stuff out. Because again, this is whatever, rising tide. This is our lake, and these are our ships. If we don't continue to support one another and put the good vibes out there and celebrate, then what are we doing? Yeah. If you haven't read her Women in Adult article, go do it. It is in this month's XBiz premiere. I'll send it to you if you need me to. And thank you, all the people, for coming here. If you missed tonight's conversation, the replay starts on YouTube. I'll clean it up someday. And just I'll see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha. Reach out, guys. Thank you, Poochie. We'll talk to you soon.